Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review on a new concealer, and that is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Now at the moment it is only available in the US on Too Faced's website, which is where I got it from, as well as I think it's now available at Sephora as well. It won't be hitting the UK until the end of June, beginning of August, according to Too Faced, and that is through Debenhams. And I bought it direct from Too Faced. Now I did try to use my Mailbox, which is a shipping forwarding company. Unfortunately they cancelled my order, and when I asked them why, they said we do not ship to forwarding companies, which is a little bit disappointing because that is just basically another way of saying we want you to pay customs charges. Because even though shipping was free, I still had to pay customs on top, and that was like £12. But to be fair, I really wanted this concealer. I could have waited until the end of July. It's not like it's that far off, but the impatient person in me and the makeup addict in me really wanted to get their hands on it, so I did. And because it is still a relatively new product, not a lot of people have done that many reviews on it, especially people of my skin tone. So it was a little bit difficult for me to decide. So I actually picked up 2 of them, so that hopefully you guys that are of my skin tone, medium skin tone, may find this review useful in terms of then going out and buying it yourself. Because I'll be honest with you, this ain't cheap. It worked out at the time, especially with the referendum and the pound dropping in value, blah, 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 it worked out to about 20 English pounds for me, which is, and I am going to compare this to the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, because that is my favourite concealer. That is the one that I use every single day. I have done pretty much every day since I first got it, whenever it came out. And I know that I'm not the only one who feels this way. I think a lot of people find the Urban Decay one to be their favourite all-time concealer. And so the Urban Decay one retails in at £17.50, and this one costs £20. So it does cost a bit more. However, before I decided to start harping on about how they're trying to rip us off, I had to obviously hold them together. So this is the Naked Concealer by Urban Decay, and you can see that the Too Faced is actually bigger. And then when you look on the back, it says that the Too Faced one, okay, on the back of the box even, it says that the Too Faced one is 7 mils, 0.23 fluid ounces. And then the Urban Decay one is 5 mils, 0.16 fluid ounces. So technically you are getting more in the Too Faced one than the Urban Decay one, hence the increase in price. It's not a massive increase in price, but I guess it's enough to say that, okay, that's the reason we're charging you more. Plus, the actual packaging itself is a lot more high quality than the Urban Decay one. The Urban Decay one is not cheap and naff by any means, but by holding this, I can feel it's more weighty, got a little bit more substance to it, and then again, you can understand the reason why they have marked it up slightly in price compared to the Urban Decay one. Then you've got, it's like a really nice, not glass, but very strong plastic, and then it's got the Too Faced emblazoned into the lid. And then the packaging, the box looks just like the foundation, because for those of you that don't know, Urban Decay have a foundation called Born This Way foundation, and this is the concealer that has now followed on from there. I love the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm wearing it on my face. I'm wearing the shade Golden. My skin has finally changed colour enough with this summer in London to make me match that. Now, before I was using the shade Sand, which was a little bit beige for me, but it is now finished. Anyway, so I am going to read to you what they claim on the box, because the box has got like loads of stuff written all over it, but then I realised it's because it's got different language. It's got the ingredients. Okay, it says it's infused with coconut water to delicately replenish skin's moisture levels, alpine rose to brighten and boost skin's radiance, hyaluronic acid for a smoother, more youthful appearance. And it says, after using Born This Way, 100% said it showed improvement in skin moisture levels after 1 hour. 97% it provides a natural, undetectable finish. 97% said it provides a smooth, creaseless finish. And 97% also said it provides a flawless, no makeup look. And it says at the bottom, consumer study results. Now, as somebody who does work in marketing, I would personally say I'd like to know how many people actually took part in this study. Because you can say 100% loved it, but then you could have only interviewed 5 people. That's not really representative. So if you are going to put claims like this on packaging, it would be useful to be a little bit more specific. Now, infused with coconut water to delicately replenish skin's moisture levels. Now, I do have to say, and I am wearing it under my eyes today, I do have to say that I do feel that it gives a little bit of moisture, so the area doesn't get dry and crepey throughout the day. It actually stays really nicely hydrated, so I guess the coconut water does well there. I'm obviously no pharmacist, no coconutty, fruity, vegetable type related geek who knows all of this stuff and what it's supposed to do, what it's not supposed to do. I just go by what they say, and I'm like, oh, coconuts, sounds fruity, sounds tropical. Okay. Alpine Rose to brighten and boost skin's radiance. It does brighten the area, boost the skin's radiance. I think that's down to me drinking loads of water personally, recently anyway. Hyaluronic acid for a smoother, more youthful appearance. I don't have any crow's feet or any lines under my eyes. I'm 33 years old. I'm actually coming up to 34. So whether or not it does give a more youthful appearance, I can't necessarily say. I guess that's only that's one of those things where I will only find out with time and the older I get, and then when I do eventually start to get lines and things like that under my eyes, only after using this would I then be able to say afterwards, okay, it's giving me a youthful appearance. At the moment, it's just normal to me. It provides a natural, undetectable finish, most definitely. A smooth, creaseless finish. Smooth, yes. Creaseless, not 100%. Not completely. Can you see I have got 2 or 3 creases under there? And I've had this on for an hour. And I have set it with powder. So, unfortunately, on me, it creases a little bit. I don't want to see it crease. I don't want to say that it creases loads, because it doesn't. The NARS Radiant Finish Concealer, that one creases a lot on me. I know loads of people love it, and I don't love it for that reason. It creases a lot on me. I've got normal combination skin, just greasy in the normal T-zone areas. I don't have very dry underneath my eyes. I mean, underneath my eyes is normally pretty much okay. So the Urban Decay one, however, does not crease under my eyes at all. And it provides a flawless no makeup look. I agree. I think this is a really good version of the foundation that has now come out. I think there'll be a lot of people that'll be very, very happy with this. And it also says that it's oil free. Naturally radiant concealer. Okay. What else do they say? Then the usual ingredients and bump from the back. And on their website it says instantly hide imperfections. Yes. Vanish the appearance of dark circles. Yes. And blur the look of lines and wrinkles for complete coverage, so undetectable. So. They'll think you were born this way. I don't think so. And the usual stuff which I have already said to you. Altogether there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shades. I bought the shades medium and light medium. I wasn't too sure because, again, I was just going by what I'd seen online, and it can be difficult. So let's see the ones that I got. The light medium one, which is the fairer shade that I got, it's for medium with peach undertones. And then medium is for tan and golden undertones. Now, I'll be honest with you, the medium one is a bit too much for me. I only tend to use these concealers, by the way, underneath my eyes. I don't use concealer on the rest of my face at all. I think that in this day and age, and with the amount that we spend in terms of price on a lot of these foundations, why do I then have to go and shove a concealer on top as well? The foundation needs to be doing the full job. And I'm wearing the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, so all I have used this for is to apply it to my under eyes. I don't see it being an issue using it on your face, on the rest of your face, to cover if you have got specific marks you really want to cover quite badly. But this review is purely based on me using it under my under eyes. So the light medium one, unfortunately for my skin tone, and I'm an NC40 in MAC in the winter, and in the summertime I go more towards NC41 and NC42. And this one is a little bit too light for me. I'd say it's like, for the under eye concealer by MAC, I use the shade NC35 because I like to have a bright highlight, but I don't like it to be too in your face, too obvious. This one is more NC30, NC25, if that shade exists. So you can see quite a big difference in the jump. Let me swatch it on my hand so that you can see the difference in the two shades. And then the other shade, on the other hand, medium, perfect. perfect. I love it. So I'm sure you can tell that this one here is light medium and then this one is medium. This one is absolutely perfect. I have used this one, but it's required me to blend it a lot into my foundation so that I didn't look like I had two really, really obvious white areas underneath my eyes. And the shade, like I said, medium, it's just perfect. It's like the NC35, but maybe a little bit lighter than the NC35, so it gives me a really nice bright under eye. The smell of it definitely smells like that whole infused with coconut water type smell. It comes with a standard doe foot applicator, nothing special, nothing amazing, nothing different. The consistency is very different to the Urban Decay Naked Concealer. I find the Urban Decay one to be quite moussey and therefore a little bit thicker, so it actually fills into those lines, and that's the reason why I don't get any creases. Now this one is not as moussey. It's still kind of moussey, but a little bit more runny, and I find that the runnier a concealer, the more likely it is to settle into those lines and then make them more obvious even once you've set them with powder. It does blend in really easily, very simply. I've been using my normal beauty blender to blend it all in. It's not difficult. It doesn't blend patchy. It blends very evenly as well, which is another reason why I do quite like this quite a lot. It doesn't require too much hard work, but you do have to set it as you should do with all under eye concealers, whether you choose to bake under that area. I don't. I just set it with a normal setting powder. So that's that. My eyes are a bit red. I've just been suffering so badly with my allergies this past week or so. The pollution count is so high in London and the pollen count, and I have been sneezing off camera, which you may not have seen, or I've probably edited it out. Yeah, blocked nose. So that's it really. I don't think there's much else that I can say about this concealer. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I can't give this a 10 out of 10 purely because it does give me a little bit of creasing under the eye. Actually, not even an 8 out of 10. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It's a very, very good concealer. However, is it better than my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer? No. Urban Decay still wins. I get no creasing with that whatsoever. I have to use a little bit more product of this under my eyes than I have to do with the Urban Decay one, because the Urban Decay one is a little bit thicker, and I've given you the reasons in terms of the quality of the actual consistency of the product as well, and the whole whether or not it makes me more youthful. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure. When it comes to a lot of these things, the only way I'll be able to find out is by using it for many, many, many years, and then having a look at my eyes and then saying, okay, yeah, it did work, it didn't, and who's going to use the same concealer for years? Let's be honest. Even eventually, I'm sure something will come out that'll be better than the Urban Decay one, and then you'll change. So that's it. So I hope you guys found this review useful and helpful. Let me know if you've got any comments or questions or anything like that below. On my lips, I'm wearing Lipland Cosmetics, the Amrezy lipstick in Baked. I love it. And I'm using the Custom Effects Custom Enhancer Drops in Sunlight. This one I do like. I like a lot. So that's it. I hope you guys are great, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.